Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Horseshoe Soccer Complex here in Joplin, Missouri. I'm Todd Panula, and I'm here to bring you all of the action here today as it's ACCA tournament action, basically playing for pride and the potential to call yourself the second-place team due to the fact that Hillsdale Free Will Baptist are the champions of the ACCA for 2015. They won their first two games. They will not play today. It was just kind of a round-robin format. And obviously Ozark Christian playing Emmaus here today for the opportunity to just kind of play for pride, kind of finish out your season on a decent note and get everything kind of squared away. Play pretty much just kind of for fun. Just let it all hang out. Let your seniors get their final action of their career and see where things go after that. As I mentioned, Hillsdale Free Will Baptist are the champions of 2015 for the ACCA. They won in a rain-shortened game. Lightning pretty much canceled out the game. Torrential rains and a thunderstorm came in on Thursday, but they won 3-1 over Ozark. A bit of an upset there, at least in terms of the records and the seedings and everything, because Emmaus came in with only 7 wins. Hillsdale came in with only 7 wins on the season, but they ended up defeating the 14-win Ozark team, and that really set them up for this championship run. So everybody's out on the field. Emmaus is going to be wearing the white kits. On the front, it kind of fades down into blue, but they're, I'd say, 90% white. And on the flip side, Ozark will technically be the visiting team as they're wearing the road blues with the white numbers. Thank goodness for that, because yesterday was a little bit difficult. Emmaus wearing blue with black numbers on the back, and that's a little bit difficult to see from our vantage point. Hillsdale will have the ball, and we'll try to keep things rolling for you here. I'm doing double duty, pulling cameraman duty as well as doing the broadcast, so good luck to me. This one is cleared back off the line from the defense of Ozark, played off of Gitonga's back. So the free kick taken by the goalkeeper, Eric Rasmussen, back in as Ozark Christian trying to press the attack. They get it into the box. A chance here. That could have been dangerous. Now it's all the way back for Hilgedick. Hilgedick trying to bring it all the way in as this one is cleared away. That'll go into touch over along the far sideline. That one rolls all the way back to Soto. He will put it back into play. Sutherland. Gitonga had it go out of bounds. Ozark was trying to go over the top. They had Alex Christian streaking up towards the box. An opportunity towards the top of the 18. Mania with a drive, but that goes well off the side of the foot, and that'll go out harmlessly for a goal kick. Now Christian trying to track it down. Rasmussen has to come out and grab it. Again, apologize for any delays in the camera work. I'm pulling double duty here. That's not an excuse, just kind of letting everybody know what's going on here. Trying to track down the ball is Kyle Pickard down here in the corner. Ozark Christian is able to clear it away. Throw in comes now for Timothy Barton. He'll play it in. Barton gets it back again. Back out towards midfield. Bell plays it over the top. He was looking for Skoglund, but that will go out for another goal kick, but this time for Ozark. Ball won at midfield by Flores. Up in the air. Barton and Cannon both going for the ball. Coming away with it now is Barsness. Down the near sideline. It'll go into touch. Throw in coming for Ozark. Putting it back into play is Weiss. Barton. And Mania clears it up for Ozark. Christian trying to track it down. Barsness. Christian won it, but it ends up trickling in towards the keeper. Flores for Emmaus. Once again, clad in white. Ball pops up into the midfield. Weiss. Flores. Trying to get that through ball. Cut out by Hilgedek. Now they'll find a man over on the far side. That's Davis. Davis gives it off to Hunt. Back for Davis. Trying to race down to the end line. Puts it towards the 6-yard area. Cannon was there, but so was the goalkeeper, Eric Rasmussen. Rasmussen plays it high in the air off the punt. Ozark able to take control. Cannon had it go out here on the near sideline. Barton will take the throw. Down towards the corner, centering ball. They were looking for Olsen. Flores puts the ball on the string. Bell with a long drive, and that'll go harmlessly wide. Back towards the midfield now as Emmaus trying to get some possession numbers here. Barton plays it through. He was looking for Skoglund. Ozark able to clear at least for a moment. Tucker tried to get it over to the far side. Now it's Flores. Flores putting on the moves. Sends it over to the far side and offside. That was Ben Backus, who was just a step too far. Long ball up here on the near side. Back the other way after the free kick was given. Looking for Flores. Once again, he's the one that everything goes through for Emmaus. Into the waiting hands of Soto. Huge punt way up in the air. You see it bounce on the offensive side of midfield for Ozark Christian. Trying to send one up the wing now. Instead, Flores goes the other way with it. Flores trying to slide it through for Olsen. Soto comes out and makes the grab. Sent over far side looking for Davis. Making the run was Sutherland. This will be cleared out over along the far sideline. Hilgedick. Mania. Drops it back. Hilgedick. Mania. Hunt. Give it up. Flores. He's got a man running on the far sideline. Instead holds on to it himself. Long ball across the face of the 18-yard area. Tucker. Flores with pressure. And they have it cleared away at the top of the box. Good battle there in the midfield. Barton comes away with the loose ball, bringing it near side. He's got a man through, slots it in for Skoglund, and has that knocked out. But it was deflected off of himself, so it will go out for the goal kick. Bounces aimlessly in the midfield. Goes about 2/3 of the way upfield. Now back the other way we go. Ozark lets it roll all the way towards their near side. Cannon can't hang on to it. Olsen now with it. Tried to drop it off for Flores. Didn't get enough mustard on that. Olsen taken down. He was looking for the foul, not to be had. Nick Cannon is dispossessed. Now here's a long ball up to the far side. They've got a man. Coming in now is Davis. Davis brings it into the 18-yard area. Tries to center one, but it just was not on the money. Didn't have the numbers, and the numbers that were there were just a little bit too far away. Now here's a long drive. That goes harmlessly wide. Remember, if you want a copy of this game or any of the games from this soccer tournament or the volleyball tournament, I know that there's a lot of teams that are all playing in the same tournaments. In fact, all three soccer teams have volleyball teams here at the ACCA tournament as well. So go to the website on your screen, chrisscheeman.com/ACCA. And for just $5, you'll be granted access to a downloadable link for each game, and those are $5 a piece, just to clarify. Coming up on the near side now is Sutherland. Sutherland gets it back, looking for help here, gets it towards the top of the 6-yard area, cleared away. Now back the other way, the counterattack could be on. They were looking for Olsen. It was too far for Skoglund. And now the ball is back in the midfield. Trying to get it to Cannon. Barton clears it away. Nil-nil here as Ozark Christian continues to press the attack, but Emmaus not to be outdone. They don't want to go winless in this tournament. It is possible for a tie. Round-robin format, so we do not have to have a winner. Free kick given over along the far side. Actually about in the middle third of the field. Bell puts it into the mixer. Takes a bounce dangerously in the box. And I believe that's going to be a handball. It was indeed, so we're going to have our first penalty kick of the tournament. Looks like Elijah Barsness will take it. Steps up to it. Off the post! The rebound comes loose and it's played out. It'll be a corner kick. So what looked to be a sure goal ends up as just a corner kick for Emmaus. Corner kick comes in. It's a high, lofted one. Getting to it was Ben Backus. He skied up, muscled off the defender, but ends up putting it over the crossbar. So a little bit unfortunate there for Emmaus. The Eagles looked like they were poised to take a 1-0 lead as they were handed the penalty kick on the handball call within the box. But instead, it just ends up as a corner kick. They cannot take advantage. And now potentially a chance there for Christian, but he was offside here on the near wing. Barsness off the free kick. Won by Ozark. They were trying to get it on for Tim Wesley. Flores sends it far wing. Played off the defender. Sully Smith almost took a ball to the nose there. Sending it over far wing. Bell wins the foot race, just barely getting to it before Skylar Davis. It'll go out for the throw. Trying to find Davis. He tried to touch it around the defender and just plays it out for the goal kick. Back the other way, Hilgedek trying to let it run out. Might not have enough steam. It finally ended up rolling out on the far side. So that will lead to a goal kick. In the midfield. Trying to slot one through. They find Christian. I believe they actually wanted to go through to Cannon. It did not have enough to roll. Now here comes Christian. Christian slots it across, and there was a man there. Wesley gets ahead to it, tries to slot it back. On the foot of Taylor Hunt. Taylor Hunt takes a left foot. It was a defender in front, took a little bit of the steam off of that. Cannon wins it over Barton. Tim Wesley wins the initial ball. Gitonga was right on him. Hunt. Sutherland. Christian. Had it taken away. Here's Wesley. Trying to knock one through to Cannon. Back to the goalkeeper. Not allowed to pick it up. Flores. Sutherland able to take it away. Looking near side for Cannon. Weiss. Wesley. Olsen steps into it. Wesley wins it back. Smith now in a battle. Couple slide tackles, don't come away with the ball. Here's Olsen now. Olsen has to peel it back just a little bit, looking for Flores. He's got a good settle there as the ball was a little wild. Back for Olsen. He's got a man here on the near side. Well defensed there from Sully Smith as he clears it away. Barton instructing his players to go a little bit deeper. Tucker with the head ball. Ozark Christian looking to go the other way. Sutherland sends one through, but well offside again was Alex Christian. Looking for Barton here on the near side. He picks up the ball just before the end line. Trying to send one across. That was blocked by a defender. Sutherland for Cannon. Knocks it around. But too close to the sideline. That goes out here on the near wing. Barton. Bell and Christian going at it. Bell wins that little joust. Long ball, far side, looking for Skoglund as he's taking shop on the right side now, and that will go out. Substitution coming in now for Ozark Christian. Tyler Endicott will come into the game, and Alex Christian will get a breather. Want to thank all the fans of the respective schools and just ACCA fans in general. If you want to learn more about the ACCA and its mission, acccasports.org is the place to do it. Throw in coming here on the near side. Barton will take it. Trying to go over the top for Pickert. Taking a bit of a spill there was Endicott. Miscommunication there by that back three. And the throw in will be had. Scoreless here in the first half between Ozark Christian, who once again are in the blue, and the Emmaus Eagles in the white. Ozark going left to right. Back towards midfield. On for Hunt. He wanted to put one through. Hunt again. Trying to loft one over the top. Going in was Endicott looking for his chance on goal, but Rasmussen was right there. Slided through for Skoglund. And he will win the throw. Hilgedick was over on the far sideline, the senior defender from Jeffersonville, Indiana. Doing a good job to thwart this Emmaus attack. Flores, Bell. Hilgedick now pressed back into defensive duty. Davis won the head ball, but Gatonga was right there to take possession away. Barsness, who took that penalty kick. It was actually a well-taken penalty. You can't necessarily fault him. I know a lot of people who are soccer fans figure that all penalties should be put in, and they're not necessarily overly wrong. But, I mean, he placed it about as good as you could. He just tried to get a little too fine, and it ended up going off the post. Throw in here for Ozark. Weiss. Josiah Weiss, the freshman from Carrollton, Texas, plays it up the near sideline. And here's another throw-in coming for Ozark Christian. Olsen on the ball. He is dispossessed, wins it back. It's a bit of a battle in the middle third. No foul coming. Soto has to come out. He hasn't been challenged much. So good to see him come out and get in some action as he tried to clear it away. Here's Hunt for Ozark. Wesley. Hunt again. Oh, he was looking for that slotted ball through to Skylar Davis. It was cut out. Off of Gitonga, so it'll be an Ozark throw. Way up in the air, and that clears that far spectator stand. Cannon brings it into the box. Barsness takes it away. Now Wesley with the shot. He scores! Tim Wesley with the goal. And that will put Ozark Christian up 1-0. It's been a tight contest so far. But in the end, Ozark takes the lead on a Tim Wesley goal. The aforementioned goal scorer, Wesley, sends it over to the far side, intercepted by Tucker. Wesley gets it back. Hunt sends it through. They were looking to go up top for Endicott. Olsen wanted to go for Skoglund. Flores with it now for Emmaus. Flores with the little step over, drags it with him. Got a little too cute there. Hunt dispossesses him. The counterattack could be on here. Wesley picks it up. Tries to put one over the top. He's got a man running. Endicott comes and gets it. Slots it past the goalkeeper. He scores! Tyler Endicott makes it 2-0. So similarly to yesterday's game, although it took much longer, Emmaus has played a fairly solid first half. But once the goals go in, they start to come in flurries for their opponents. Emmaus dropped one 6-0 yesterday. Almost got it through the back line, but here comes Flores. He's trying to pick up speed. He wants to do something for his team. Over here to the near sideline. Gets it on for Pickard. Oh, the man was open on the far side. They had Skoglund. Now it's Backus. Bell able to win that back for his team. Bell sends it into the box, but too close to the goalkeeper. Not enough bend on that one to get it to Pickard. Over here to the near sideline, they find a man slotted through looking for Endicott. Bell comes over, clears it away. Up for Pickard. That's Cannon, who's taken up shop on the left-hand side. Now Hunt slicing his way like a knife through hot butter. Here's Cannon. Cannon puts it across. Barsness with the clearance. Now in for Sutherland. Sutherland will take a drive. That goes just wide. So the goal kick comes for the Emmaus Eagles as they find themselves down by 2. Long kick finds its way across the midline. Now in towards the box. Wesley trying to track it down, but Rasmussen comes out to claim it. Onto the defensive line. Now Olsen gets it for Emmaus. Olsen with a left-footed drive. It was skimming across the ground. Not a ton of grass there, but slowed it up just enough to allow Soto to make a clean save. Now Cannon and Gatonga do battle. Cannon comes away with it. Cannon drags it back towards the middle, sends it across. He's got a man, Sutherland, going in towards it. Wesley cuts it back, takes a left-footed shot. Now Endicott with the tip. Endicott almost had his second goal, but not quite to be had. Braden Krim now into the game for Emmaus. Kept in the offensive end by Tucker, at least for the moment. Gitonga trying to do the same. Ozark able to get it to the half line, but no further. Emmaus sends it over here to the near side. That was Barsness with the last touch. That will go out here on the near sideline again, setting up another throw in for Weiss. Now it's up for Endicott. Got an opportunity, sends it off the defender, and he will win the corner kick. In towards the box. That one was dangerously close to goal. Throw-in coming from the far side. Cannon skies for the ball, and a second opportunity for Cannon. Ball was coming into your living rooms until it came down onto the ground. Now here's Salinas, who has also just checked into the game. Flores drops it back for Krim. Up the near side, and that'll go out. Quickly back in for Ozark. Weiss loses it to Salinas, but Hunt gets it back. Tipping it around the line. A good move there. And out of bounds. Flores here on the near sideline. Getting a good view of him. Thought about leaving it for Barton. Instead, he'll hang on to it. Bell for Gitonga. Gitonga, the freshman from Nairobi, Kenya. On through for Salinas. Cleared away by the defense as Ozark is protecting this 2-0 lead. into the box. Soto comes out and claims it cleanly. That's a strong grab there for the Ozark goalkeeper. Won by Emmaus, back to the center line, slotted through for Endicott and then cleared away. Into the corner. Now Sutherland pulls it back. Long shot here. Good save from Rasmussen. After that drive came in from Taylor Hunt. Cannon wins the head ball. And Backus, who has gone to the midfield, won that. Now it's Flores. Flores taking on Sutherland. Near side for Krim. Krim takes it to the corner, touches it towards the end line, and that was one touch too many. Another substitution now as Logan Matinair comes into the game for Emmaus. That will give Tyler Tucker a breather. Goal kick coming up now for Ozark as they put it back into play. Sutherland can't win the head ball. Barton got a piece of it. Flores with a couple opportunities. The aforementioned Matinair drops it for Flores. Now Matinair again. Matinair with a chance. Salinas in the box. Let it go through the wickets. Hunt gets a little piece of that, keeping it away from Flores. They send a long ball through. That's well too far for Cannon. Gitonga. Matinair. Gitonga can't keep it in. Tim Wesley loses it to Matinair. Wanted to go through to Salinas. He also had Backus making the run. Gitonga with the throw. Salinas nods it on. Backus is on the ball. And again, Hilgedick. Salinas. Just a step too slow. Matinair. It's been impressive here in his first couple moments on the field. Blasted the other way by Barton. Olsen trying to track it down, but Soto got to it first. Cannon able to win the head ball over Gitonga. Can he keep it in? He cannot, but apparently Gitonga was actually the one who touched it. Sutherland. Cannon keeps it in. Wesley. Back for Cannon. Centers it into the box. Endicott is there. Gets a piece of it. Good head ball there from Tyler Endicott, but right into the waiting arms of Rasmussen. Sutherland. Endicott. Weiss and Hunt. Into the corner. Crossed in. Endicott got there, but so did Barsness. So the corner kick coming up. Looks like Sully Smith is going to go up and take it. Emmaus putting men on both posts and numbers back. Even Olsen is coming back now. Kick comes in, looking back post. Wesley was there. Weiss will get to it in the box. Now he leaves it. Smith took a left footer, and that just goes harmlessly out. Checking in now is Eli Gioja. And Ben Backus will get a breather. Krim touches it here to the near side. But Weiss watches it roll out. He will gain the throw in. Sutherland loses it. Krim. Knocked near side, looking for Olsen. Can he track it down? It was played off of him. But the near side linesman says that it will be an Emmaus throw. Olsen trying to slot it through, gets it past one defender, pulls it back, puts it towards goal. Oh, he had a man on the far post, but the ball might have skimmed off the crossbar. The goalkeeper didn't make a move towards it, and that was Matnair there on the backside. Matnair dancing around, winning the corner kick. Logan Matnair, a sophomore out of Helenville, Wisconsin. Hasn't seen a ton of playing time in his 2 games here, but he's been impressive here today. Corner kick coming. Olsen's going to take it. Puts it in towards the top of the 6-yard box. Sutherland was there to clear it. Barton, he's going to take a shot. But it went off the side foot, couldn't get the laces behind it. Remember, if you want a copy of this game or any of the games from this tournament, go to the website on your screen. ChrisSheeman.com for more details. Near side, slotted through for Endicott. He's running into the box, takes a shot, but the ball bobbled a little bit on him. The grass is a little more unstable over there in the box. And ultimately, it was a pretty easy save for Rasmussen. Bouncing into the midfield, Salinas wins it to the far side now as Gioja gets his first touch on the ball. Sends it in for Salinas now. Salinas all the way to the end line. Puts it through the legs. Playing a little croquet there. Still Matnair on the ball. Now he's dispossessed. Here it comes through to the near side. They find Davis. Davis trying to take it now to the corner after he was nicely defensed. Nick Cannon, he'll float one in. But once again, taking the 9-iron when he should have had the 6 or so. One in the midfield by Cannon. He's just been everywhere. That's Sutherland. Wesley. After he took the pass from Hunt, trying to give it back to him. Long ball. Went through the legs of Salinas. Now he wins it as he nods it down. Woodring. Haven't said his name too much in this tournament, but Weston Woodring has been a solid force there. He's one of those central defenders. Now Hunt chests it down, gets it past the defender. He takes it towards goal, puts it in, and he scores! Taylor Hunt took it in himself. And slotted it home. Little chance there for the goalkeeper once that went past the defender. Booted upfield by Bell. 3-0 is your is your score approaching halftime. Back up towards the half line. Endicott doesn't settle it cleanly. Was looking near side for Davis. Davis will have it roll out. Barton with the last touch. Weiss with the throw. Puts it back in. Weiss steals it back. Hunt just scored a goal a moment ago. Davis dispossessed nicely by Barton. Barton still on the ball, staying on his feet. Barton almost won it back. Near side, Davis plays it up the wing. Davis puts it into the box after taking the return pass from Sutherland. That will go out for the goal kick. Near side, Krim. Can't get it past Ozark. Krim wins it back. Salinas can't hold on to it. Hunt was then just a little bit too eager to get that pass over here to the near side. Flores. Salinas. Past Weiss. Trying to find his shot. Salinas goes far side now. Back into the mixer. And that just kind of shows you right there how this day has gone, how the last couple days have gone for Emmaus. As they had a man here on the near side, played it through, and then the defender knocked it off Krim to gain the goal kick. Goal kick goes in towards midfield. Matnair trying to get it around Hunt. Got caught up too much in his feet. Now Matnair wins it from Wesley. Looking far side. He's got Gioja. Hilgedick. Gioja wins it. Hilgedick trying to clear it. And he wins the battle. Woodring sends it over towards the far sideline. Under a minute to play here. Now Matnair thought he had a man up towards the box. Barsness sends it near side. Matnair wins it back. Barsness will just loft one upfield looking for Olsen. Soto comes out and grabs it. Looking for the quick counterattack. Matnair gets a piece of it at midfield. Cheekily flicked on. That one will roll over to the far sideline, and that'll do it for the first half. It was a real even half for the first 15 minutes or so, but once Ozark put a goal in, they came in bushels. So your halftime score, 3-0 in favor of Ozark Christian as they lead the Emmaus Eagles. Ozark Christian getting goals from Hunt, Endicott, and Tim Wesley. So I will take a quick break for your halftime. When I come back, we'll bring you the second half of action in this final day of the 2015 ACCA soccer tournament. And welcome back to Joplin, Missouri. We're just about set for second half action between Emmaus and Ozark Christian, with the Ambassadors currently leading by the score of 3-0. They got goals from Endicott, Hunt, and Wesley. Not necessarily in that order, but we're underway here. Ozark Christian loses control of it. Bell sends it in towards the box, looking for Olsen. He chips the goalkeeper, and it goes up and over. Long ball up the near sideline, and they were looking for Belk. Now they chip it in, looking for Christian. Rasmussen comes out to make the grab. Quickly puts it back into play. Bell gets a bit of a nudge there as Woodring got a piece of him. Off of Bell again. Chipping it over the top. Christian in a foot race. He's going to win it. Can he get the shot off? Leaves it now. Drops it for Clark. He takes a spill as it's sent away. Now Wesley's going to take a drive. That's tipped over. And that was actually Kevin Mania who took the shot, but still a save by Rasmussen earns the corner for Ozark. Smith will come up and take it. So it'll be a right-footed in-swinger. Towards the top of the 18. So the score is 3-0 in favor of Ozark as Emmaus gets the throw in from the far sideline. Ozark takes it back. Mania finds Clark. Instrel is looking through to Christian. They've found him a couple times, but the balls just haven't been quite paced to the nth degree to where they could find it. This one bounding over here to the near side. Bell able to take it away. Through the legs. Backus sends one in. Soto comes out to make the grab. High in the air. That's a long punt. Then cleared out by the Emmaus defense over here to the near side. Looking far sideline. Barton trying to change it down for Emmaus, and that will go out. Eagles throw. Now back the other way. Clark. Mania. Sends it in. Over the defense. Left footer. And Bell couldn't just quite put it on goal. Skoglund. Looking for Olsen. Ozark plays it out. The Eagles looking to get on the board. Long throw in goes well backwards. Now into the box. They were trying to get it on for Ryan Bell. Mania. Looking for space. Kind of barking out some orders. Christian was there, but once again, just can't quite get on the end of those. Knotted away. Ramos tried to put a left foot shot in. Miscue there for Andrew Rogers as he saw that one go under his right foot. Cleared away by Hilgedick. Still won by Belk. Now for Clark. He thought Mania was making the run. Instead, it's cleared away. The Eagles now with an opportunity. Miscommunication there between Bell and Olsen. Bell again with the head ball. Skoglund trying to outrun Rogers. Now here come the Ambassadors on the counterattack. Mania picks up the loose ball. Near side, Clark. And offside is the call. Flores wins it. Ozark takes it back. Belk. Looking for Clark. Tucker was right on him. Now it's Backus. Little flick there from Bell, but not enough. Now here's Flores. Slots it through to Bell. He takes the right-footed shot, but it was always curling wide. And that'll go out for the goal kick. Backus wins it for Emmaus. Flores chops it over. Flores again. And instead, here come the Ambassadors. Try to set something up quickly. They slot it through for Ramos. He's in a foot race, but the goalkeeper will win it. Rasmussen back into play quickly, wasting no time with his team trailing 3-0. Gitonga. Mania plays it off of him and wins the throw. Backus wins 2 straight challenges, and then he's a little bit shaken up. Off the head of Gitonga. So it'll be a throw-in for Ozark. Quickly in, looking for Hunt. Christian is there as well. The ball took a couple bounces, and then a flick towards goal from Clark, but not enough to get past the keeper. Takes a bounce off the punt. Bell gets it. Ramos plays it out, so the Eagles will have an offensive third throw-in. Into the box. Backus couldn't corral it. Trying to go over the top of Gitonga, but Barsness was right there. How much could this game be different if Barsness had put in that penalty kick? Would have given Emmaus the 1-0 lead at the time, and instead 3 straight goals coming for Ozark. Olsen with it. Near side for Backus. Sends it across the box. There's a man on the far side, and then shooting it up and over with Skoglund. Christian just barely missing the flick. Could have been on for Mania if he had gotten a little more on that. Here come the Eagles the other way. Nicely cut out along the backside by Smith. Christian with a little dink pass. Coming over here to the near wing. Backus couldn't quite hold on to it. Now gets a piece of it. Trying to send it on for Bell. Ramos sends it away, at least for the moment. So a throw in here from the near side. Almost from the corner area. Into the 6-yard box, but cleared away. Miscommunication there between Bell and Gitonga allows Ozark to clear it away. Tucker looking for Olsen. Hilgediek clears it out. Flores took his chance for glory right there from about 40 yards out. Not necessarily a bad choice, given the way that everything is gone for Emmaus. Might as well take a strike. Mania wins it, settled it down nicely. Clark onto the far side. Clark gets it back. Christian making the run. In behind the defense now. Sends it across. But that one will just head out for the goal kick. Got a beautiful day here in Joplin. It's a little bit on the cool side, upper 50s. Supposed to get into the low 60s for a high today. Much better than we had on Thursday when that game got rained out with the lightning and stiff winds going left to right. Basically no wind as I look at the flag out in the distance. Now it picks up a little bit. Looking for Flores. He sees that one roll by. Ozark will just clear it out here as the Eagles have put on a little bit of pressure here in the last few minutes or so. But they haven't really created too much towards the box. Everything's been from distance. Barsness gets it over the midfield stripe. And then that one will go out here on the near side. Towards the box, Olsen was there to challenge, but Soto was always going to grab it. Just under the foot of Evan Belk, freshman from right here in Joplin. Mania. Looking far side. Through the legs. Playing it up for Christian now. Christian still on it, even though he had two defenders around him, and he wins the throw. Now Ramos, a little careless with it. Tried to keep a hold, but plays it off. Smith. Up the gut for Clark. In towards the corner. Barton will get to it first, but knocks it out, and it'll be an Ozark throw. Looking for it, Mania. Odd clearance. And that will actually be picked up by the goalkeeper. Some of the players on the Ozark Christian bench were wanting a illegal back pass call on that one, but there was really no intent. Now here comes Bell for the Eagles into the box, trying to play it off the defender. Both players take a spill. Into the box, flicked on and over the post. A good opportunity there for the Emmaus Eagles to try to get up on the board. Coming off that throw-in, it was a good opportunity, but they just could not capitalize. Flores wins it as he's trying to keep it on the attack. Sends it in towards the 6-yard box, and Soto out to grab. Long punt. Could spring an attack here, but good defending from Barsness. Backus. Ramos takes it away. Gitonga for Barsness. First touch evaded Flores, but he gets it back. Almost a giveaway there. Rasmussen is going to try to clear it away with the left foot. Back in towards the box. Once again, Barsness called into action. Up and over the head of Clark. They'll have another opportunity with the throw. Barsness still playing his tail off, able to get a piece of that one. Backus sends it upfield, not quite out of the danger area. Flores got a piece of that, and then again, Olsen lays it back. Bell on it. Barsness upfield. Backus is making the run, but that was well too direct. Tucker wins the ball. Flores with a triangle of blue jerseys right around him. Christian tried to just filter it through. Barsness plays it off the defender. Flores will win it here near sideline. Flores with a little feint, puts it across, deflected, and a diving stop by Soto. Probably the best chance all tournament for Emmaus, but Soto was there to deny Olsen's head ball. Barsness plays it near wing. Gitonga trying to send it out. Tucker with a chest ball. Flores had it just out of his reach. Flores again. Near side for Backus. He tried to cross one in, but that was stepped into. Bell. His cross was blocked. Ramos sending one through. Barton's going to get there first for the Eagles and decides just to play it out. Tyler Endicott, one of the goal scorers for Ozark, comes into the game. That'll give Alex Christian a rest. Here's Ramos. Going to try to chip one in. It was close, but up and over the crossbar. Flores looking for Olsen. Smith saw it all the way. Long ball into the box looking for Bell. It gets past Soto, but not into the goal. Long punt, upfield. Gitonga gets there. Endicott tried to send it through for Clark. Barton tried to play it off Clark, but could not, so it'll be an Ozark throw with 3 substitutes coming in. Nate Wesley, Tim Wesley, and Josiah Weiss. Into the box and cleared away. Barsness has been the do-it-all man on the defensive end for Emmaus. Barton can't clear. Second attempt is out from Tucker. Wesley. Ramos. Trying to find his man. Gets it back. Heavy touch towards the end line. Trying to keep it in. Cuts it back. Wesley looking for goal number 2 now. Flores getting a little cute with it. He'll still be able to take it out. Pass was not there for Bell. Tim Wesley looking far side. All the way towards the corner. And Rasmussen will come out and knock it down. Olsen with a good settle. Going over the top for Bell. Soto is there. Touched here near side for Nate Wesley. For Tim. Nate tried to go back to Tim Wesley. Wasn't quite on. Now up the near side. Skoglund tried to get to it first. Played out. That'll lead to an Emmaus throw. Back in from Flores. Flores jumped over that one. Here comes Ramos. Clark. Tim Wesley plays it back for Ramos. He's going to take it up. A little too far for Endicott. Ozark still with an opportunity. Clark. Wesley. Clark again. Now Tim Wesley. Clark plays it through for Endicott. He had a man making a run. Ramos will send it towards goal. Second chance here for the Ambassadors. The ball popping loose. Cleared over to the far sideline, and it'll be an Ozark throw. All three Ambassadors' goals came in the first half. Emmaus was looking sharp, creating some opportunities in the first 15 minutes, but once Ozark put one in, the wheels kind of fell off a little bit for the Eagles, and it's been all Ambassadors since then. Gabriel Salinas, a freshman from Torreon, Mexico, comes in for Anthony Flores, a fellow freshman from Muscatine, Iowa. Olsen is on it, looking for Salinas. Too far for him. Cleared away at least for the moment. Tucker back onto it. Olsen got a little careless with it. Bell won it initially. Tucker back with it. Too hard for Salinas. Clark wins it from Barsness, but then can't keep it in on the far sideline. Couple players slipping over there. Tucker struggles to find it. And Ramos will take it the other way for Ozark. Had his pocket picked. Barsness was looking near sideline for Skoglund. Another spill. Here comes Gatonga. Looking for Olsen. Instead it'll go for Krim. Back for Olsen. And he is offside. Would have been an interesting play had it stayed onside because he found Salinas, but the pass was a little bit behind him, so it would have been interesting to see whether or not they could convert that, but it's all conjecture now. Barton in a duel, and he doesn't come out on top on the far side. Good through ball here as Ozark kind of bring it in on the wing. A good shot, and off the post and in. They score! Ozark leads 4-0. So a 4-0 lead now for Ozark Christian. They were always in the driver's seat, but as we're approaching probably the midway point of this half, you have to figure that might be the final nail in the coffin. Chance here on the far side for Krim. He puts a left foot into it, off the defender and out. Ball bouncing around towards the box. A dangerous tackle coming in there from Eli Gioa. Cannon on top of the ball now. Far side for Clark. Now Tim Wesley. He had Nate making a run. They find him eventually. Cutting it back towards the middle, taking it in towards the box, winning it, and shooting just across the face of goal. The bench was ready to celebrate that one for Ozark Christian. They thought that there was a goal, but it just scraped wide. Gatonga, Cannon, and Gioa all clash here on the near sideline. It ends up with nothing but a throw-in for Ozark Christian. Bell able to win that one and keep it in. So the rare goalkeeping substitution coming in now as Lauro Soto will head off for a break. He's played a pretty good tournament, posting a shutout in his time here in this one. Now up for Cannon. Cannon with a couple little drag moves. Looking back for Nate Wesley. He's still looking for a goal. And cleared away, at least for the moment. Salinas. Slow roller. Good tackle there in the midfield. Emmaus still on it. Cleared away by Weiss. Clark looking for Ramos. Takes a bit of a bump. Ozark still with it, at least for the moment. Now it's dispossessed. They were trying to put one through for Olsen. Tim Wesley gets it back. Plays it through for Clark, but he had stopped his run for about a step, and that was just enough to make sure that he couldn't get to that one. Davis. Now Ramos. Good battle there right in the center of the field. A shot taken just over the crossbar. Luis Ramos was about 2 feet from scoring a goal right there, but those 2 feet are all important. Olsen will come out now as Flores is back into the game for the Emmaus Eagles. Again, Ozark wins the ball. Onside here is Nate Wesley. He takes a shot just wide, this time on the far side. Skoglund will come into the game, and it looks like Salinas will come out. Miscue on the goal kick there, as that goes pretty much straight out. Now the wind has picked up pretty good here, and it's favoring Ozark as it's blowing right to left as you're viewing it. Tim Wesley wins it. Ramos over here to the near side. They were trying to get it on through to Cannon, and it actually deflected off of his head and out. It'll be an Emmaus goal kick, or excuse me, throw in. Good ball for Davis. Trying to get it back to Wesley. Cannon is here, but offside. Mania is ready to check back in for the Ozark Ambassadors when he gets an opportunity. Tim Wesley able to win that one, trying to loft one over. The shot taken. It's a slow roller, but it will come wide and go out for the goal kick. Nate Wesley has had some opportunities. He just can't get that final touch on the ball that's going to put it in the back of the net. "4-0 lead. It was 3-0 at halftime. One goal has been scored here by Ozark in this half, about midway through the half. Clark with it. Good win there from Skylar Davis. Plays one into the box. He's looking for Wesley. He's got to finish this one, and he does! He scores! Nate Wesley, the senior, puts it in. So you have to feel a little bit for the Emmaus Eagles. They played well in the first 5 minutes yesterday, but fell by the final score of 6-0. They played well for about the first 15 or 20 minutes here today. But once the goals have been scored on them, the wheels kind of fall off just a little bit, and the floodgates open. 5 goals here today for Ozark Christian. To the near sideline, looking for Gioja. He wants to take it in the box, and he gets it past one defender, plays it in off the chest of another defender. Weiss skies high. Skoglund can't settle it down, and Mania will clear. Barton. He's shown a lot of good hustle here today. Won by Gatunga. Played back towards the top of the 18. Flores got a touch, couldn't settle it down. And into the waiting arms of the goalkeeper. Flores. Hunt steps into him. Flores still on the ball. Dragging it along with him. Putting the ball on a string. Now to the near side. Set up on a tee for Gioja, but he couldn't quite get it in the way that he would have liked. end to end here. Now Nate Wesley with another opportunity. Cuts it back towards his left. Shoots. He scores! 2 in a row for Wesley. And for the second day in a row, 6 have been put up on the Eagles. Six to nothing is your score. Ozark leading Emmaus. All but wrapping up second spot in this tournament with Hillsdale taking the championship yesterday. Deflected through. Barton will get to it first for the Eagles and just play it out. That one gets all the way through as there was a miscue there by Bell. Endicott leaves it now for Cannon. Back for Ramos. Big collision. Ramos able to come away with it. He's in a bit of a tussle there with Pickard. Tim Wesley comes away with it, puts it into the box, but right in for Rasmussen. Miscue there, gives it right back to Ozark. Well spotted by Matnair. Flores able to get a piece of that one, and he's going to carry it. Left foot over to the right. He's going to try a shot, and he scores! So the score 6-1 as Emmaus finally gets himself on the board. Anthony Flores finishing that one off. Goes over to the far side as Ozark Christian looks for a potential answer here as they try to send one in. But Endicott plays it off the defender but wins a corner. Rolls it into the box, and that goes out. And that'll be a goal kick this time for the Eagles. 5-goal game, 6-1 is your score. 3 goals were put in the first half for Ozark. They've put in another 3 here in the second. They've kind of come in bunches. Ramos was trying to bring it over towards the near wing. Instead, it's Emmaus with it. Ozark able to clear. Wesley trying to track it down. Won't be able to. Ozark able to win it on a second attempt. Leaving it off now. Ramos will bring it up touches it past Gatonga. Second touch was a bit too much. And then the shot whistles well up and over. Alex Christian will come back into the game. And here's Mania with a shot after a poor goal kick from Rasmussen. You could hear as soon as he struck it that he knew it wasn't going to be good. But he was bailed out a little bit. Another miscue there for the Emmaus goalkeeper as he came out, put his hands on it, and then inexplicably let it go, and it continued to roll. So corner kick coming for the Ambassadors. Head ball towards goal. That goes nowhere. Second attempt. Puts it back towards the box. Mania tried to settle it down, couldn't quite get it there. That was actually Wesley with the opportunity. Near sideline. Ambassadors play it up. That one gets over Gatonga. Here comes Mania. Is he going to take it himself? He does. But the whistle goes before he gets the opportunity. Wouldn't have mattered anyway because the ball hit the post. But a second place finish in fine fashion for the Ozark Christian Ambassadors. The Emmaus Eagles won't think too highly of the score lines that they let up, but ultimately they played pretty well in spurts. They just couldn't find those final balls until here today when they finally finished one off with Flores putting one in the back of the net. But Hillsdale is your 2015 champion for the ACCA soccer tournament. OCC will finish second with a 6-1 victory over Emmaus, and dropping both games in this tournament, the Eagles will finish in third. But 3 straight games of good soccer overall, and we thank you for watching. For everybody here, for Chris Sheeman, who sponsored and put all this together, I'm Todd Panula. Until the next time, remember, if you want a digital copy of any of these, you can go to chrissheeman.com/ACCA, and there will be more information on that. But until the next time, have a good one, everyone.